What's up, Taiwan? I'm Ethan Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan's presidential election is fast approaching, and it's not just political analysts closely following the race. Green groups are too. Sal Jensen has more.
In less than 140 days, the Taiwanese public will head to the polls, and for voters here, the climate is a high priority, with 60% saying it should be at the heart of presidential candidates' policies. Taiwan is no stranger to climate disasters, but it's also partly responsible as one of Asia's biggest per capita emitters of planet-warming greenhouse gases. Ahead of the election, environmentalists in the country have been scrutinizing candidates' green policies. NGO Greenpeace has released a report comparing the three main parties' climate and energy goals and say none of them are doing enough.
目前这3位候选人，他在气候政策上都是不及格的，都是有待加强的。
Renewables like solar and wind currently make up around 10% of Taiwan's energy mix. Ruling Democratic Progressive Party candidate Lai Ching-te wants to push ahead with his party's goal of increasing that to 30% by 2030. Hou Youyi of the opposition Kuomintang wants to hit 27% by 2030. And Taiwan People's Party's Ko Wen-je has not explicitly set a renewables target for 2030. A fourth contender, billionaire founder of Foxconn Terry Gou, has also just thrown his hat into the ring. Greenpeace says they should all be aiming for at least 40%. To get climate issues higher up on these candidates' agendas, Greenpeace is planning to hold a televised debate between presidential hopefuls in October. Besides more ambitious renewables targets, they also want candidates to make bigger commitments to reducing the country's emissions. In line with international climate targets, Taiwan signed into law a 2050 net zero emissions goal early this year, despite the country's exclusion from the UN due to pressure from China, which refuses to see Taiwan as a sovereign nation. Now, Greenpeace Taiwan wants all candidates to set out their timelines on how they will achieve this. And as the country's existing climate and energy targets aim to boost its green credentials abroad, in the lead up to Election Day, environmentalists and the Taiwanese public will be watching to see if candidates are hitting the mark. Justin Wu and Sally Jensen for TaiwanPlus.
The government could soon change a rule that some say discriminates against children adopted by same-sex couples. The adopted children of same-sex couples have the word adopted written on their national ID cards. This isn't required for children adopted by heterosexual couples. The government has approved a proposed amendment to end this practice. Some sitting and former lawmakers say the move will be good for both adopted children and families as a whole. The police force has just gotten its first electronics detection dog. It's a black lab named Wafer and was donated by an organization in the U.S. Dogs like Wafer are used in other countries to sniff out hidden memory cards and other data storage devices. They can do this thanks to a chemical in the devices. These dogs have played an important role in several child predator cases overseas. Wafer is set to start sniffing for electronics after 2 weeks of training in the U.S. Dogs are well known for being able to sniff out people trapped in rubble as well, but this team is working with archaeologists to unearth ancient treasures at excavation sites. Our reporter Philip Brossard has the details.
These dogs are looking for humans, but they won't be finding any disaster survivors. They're looking for ancient bones, some nearly 3,000 years old. This German team is known as the Archaeo-Dogs. They are sniffing out remains thought to be from the Iron Age and early Celtic period near Munich in southern Germany.
Die Archaeo-Dogs kommen bei uns immer wieder mal, einfach wenn wir Bereiche haben, wo wir abklären wollen, könnten das Bestattungen sein oder nicht. Wir haben hier einige Ecken, 2, 3, wo wir sagen, das könnte eine Bestattung sein. Und dann lassen wir einfach mal die Archaeo-Dogs gucken oder riechen. Ob da tatsächlich was sein könnte. Wir können das auch einfach so aufmachen und wissen es dann. Aber es ist immer ganz gut, im Vorfeld zu wissen, was auf einen zukommt.
The dogs are let loose on excavation sites to search for anything they find interesting. They bark when they find something, And then a second dog will come to confirm whether there is anything underground.
Also Bonnier hat ja hier jetzt angezeigt, zwar ohne Bellen, aber deutlich hingesetzt und angezeigt, dass hier ein Geruch ist, ein Knochengeruch. Das kann jetzt ein Restgeruch aus den Grabkammern sein. Das kann auch sein, dass sich in dem Aushub noch Knochenmaterial mit befindet. Und jetzt holen wir den zweiten Hund, verraten dem Hundeführer aber nicht das Ergebnis von Bonnier und überprüfen das.
Archaeo-Dogs undergo 2 years of training. They have to be able to detect over 90% of bones up to 14 meters deep.
Ja, ich glaube, das ist eben nicht nur die sinnvolle Aufgabe für den Hund, weil der Hund ist dadurch natürlich völlig ausgelastet und völlig zufrieden und glücklich, sondern jeder muss auch irgendwie so ein bisschen Verrücktheit haben nach Geschichte, nach Archäologie.
These dogs are doing the heavy lifting on this job. But when you give a dog a bone, everyone is happy. Chris Ma, Sandy Chi, and Philip Broussard for TaiwanPlus.
The 7th month on the lunar calendar is Ghost Month in much of the Chinese-speaking world. To mark the occasion this year, one animal shelter in central Taiwan is making offerings to ensure the spirits of dead animals are taken care of in their afterlife. Laura Stewart has more.
This animal shelter in central Taiwan's Nantou County is making offerings to dead critters. It's a new form of tradition of honoring spirits for Ghost Month. Seeds and dry food usually fed to animals in the shelter are being offered to those that have already passed on.
是一种感激的心啦，就是像急救站的话，我们其实很常接触到各种动物的死生死死。
As well as making offerings of food, the center's employees pray and set out practical items like first aid supplies that will help the animals in the afterlife.
在期盼透过这样一个普渡的过程，祈求呢，我们野生动物急救站在往后的一些急救工作能够顺利。
While the center supports the lives of animals every day, Ghost Month is an opportunity for it to give back to those in the next stage of the life cycle. Ethan Chen and Laurel Stewart for TaiwanPlus.
A cafe in Tokyo is home to the latest innovation in the world of afternoon naps. John Van Trist takes a look.
They're calling them Giraffe Naps. These single-person booths set up in this Tokyo cafe let patrons sleep standing up, much like a giraffe. The pod's maker explains where the idea came from.
キリンはですね、1日だいたい20分ぐらい立って寝るみたいなんですよね。そこから取って、仮眠もですね、1日20分ぐらいがちょうどいいということでですね、キリンの休息ということでジラフナップという名前にしました。
The pods have been drawing customers in for giraffe naps since they were installed in 2017. A half-hour kip costs just under $6. Nestle Japan, which owns the cafe, says they're good for customers' well-being.
どうしてもですね、横になって寝ていただくと、熟睡してしまって1時間2時間寝てしまって、夜の睡眠に悪い影響が出てしまうということがありまして、座って寝るスタイルを推奨しておりましたが、今回のジラフナップであれば、立って寝ていただくので、20分の仮眠にすごく適しているというところで、弊社の方から声掛けさせていただきました。
To sleep standing up might not sound comfortable, but cushions support the legs and head, and there are plenty of happy customers.
立って寝る感覚初めてだったんですけど、体重が思ったより分散されてゆっくり寝ることができました。
腰とか、立ったまま辛いのかなと思ってたんですけれども、案外その辺に負担はかからなくて、本当によく考えられている、システムなんだなっていうのは感じました。
Helping to explain the pod's popularity is the fact that Japan is a sleep-deprived country. A 2021 OECD survey of 33 countries found Japanese people got the least sleep. That's why the company that makes them wants to stick its neck out further and sell them to Japan's offices and hospitals, spreading the sleep like a giraffe idea nationwide. Joseph Wu and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with images of endangered baby sea turtles released on the beach in Nicaragua. I'm Ethan. Take care, and I'll see you next time.